To share some of the successes of three of our more successful owners on both holiday rentals and owners direct. So today with us we have Antonio Bortolotti, who's had a 20-year career working as a flight attendant at Alitalia. Having got to see the world through his work, Antonio and his wife Christina have always dreamed of finding a home away from home. And in 2007 they followed up that dream by buying Casa Teulada in southern Sardinia, which is a multi-unit property which the Observer calls one of the best 20 holiday villas in the Mediterranean. Not bad. So Antonio, starting with you, you took part in the PR project Gran Turismo run by Home Away Holiday Rentals. The two travel journalists who stayed in your property described your casa as one of the most delightful holiday rentals we've stayed in so far on our grand tour. So what is your advice for decorating and equipping a holiday rental property so that it will stand out from the crowd?
Well, first of all, you must bear in mind that you're going to decorate your dream home and not a place that you're going to rent to strangers. And if you have this in mind, this will already be a very different starting point for making your home successful or not. Forget about the fear of someone that is going to destroy your beautiful home, because if you plan ahead well, if you think about a good planning strategy for the interior space and the kind of decoration and equipment that you can use, you can minimize the impact of the potential damages that any guest can do in your home. To give you an example, we designed and built the beds, the wardrobes, the sofas, carving them from local stone and placing them directly in the home. It's a very effective way of building something that that catches your eye. Every guest, when they enter our home, they just say like, "Oh, that's amazing." It's very effective because it's very easy to clean. There's nothing that you can destroy. You can't ruin anything. You can't steal anything because you can't steal a piece of furniture. You can't do any damage at all, and yet you reach a very beautiful and impressive result. A famous slogan, at least in Italy, that Apple had a few years ago, "Think different." That's one of the best things that you can do. Look around yourself, even in your regular home where you live. Look at the objects that you see every day and try to rethink their use and see how could you use them in a different way that it's going to give extra value in your new home when you furnish it. For example, again, in our home, we made some bedside lamps using old bottles of Japanese whiskey or Italian red wine, and we made the lamps ourselves. This added plus, and the people, when they were there, they didn't see the ordinary bedside lamp that you can find in IKEA or in some other place. They found something that is unique and authentic, that is only found in our place, and it helps giving the sense of the atmosphere and the image that we want to give about our home. Other 2 or 3 examples that I just finish here because the list could go on forever. We recycled the neighbor's old ladder and we put it in our kitchen. There was a picture here before of our home that I saw, and this ladder is hanging on top of the kitchen, and we stow the kitchen utensils right there, so that when you're cooking and you're doing something, or this is our bathroom, for example, you see that the part of the ladder that we had, this one that you see here, we cut it, and a part of it, we used it like this, put it on the wall, and this is the other that I mean. If you look at the kitchen right there, that's the hanging one. I did the work myself with the ropes and everything, and we put the kitchen tools there. It's really unique. It's something that makes a difference, and the best thing of all, it's free. I didn't pay anything. I just went to the neighbor and said, like, "Are you using this?" I said, like, "No. Can I use it? Can I have it from you?" He said, "Sure." And I did the same thing. I built a canopy in the bedroom using bamboo sticks, ropes, a fishing net, seashells, because we are in Sardinia. And I put it, again, hanging with ropes on top of the bed. So a guest arriving, laying on the bed, looking up, they look at the starry sky made of seashells on a fishing net.
Antonio, as well as the Gran Turismo project, your property has been featured in the Travel Channel advert for Home Away Holiday Rentals and in national press in Italy and the UK. So what's been the value of doing this, and how would you advise other owners to make the best of opportunities which are out there?
Getting media coverage for your property is, in our view, essential, and it has unparalleled value. And it is vital in building a reputation for excellence and in building a successful brand. You must always remember that your guests can choose online among a wide variety of homes. And you only have a few seconds to impress them, because when they're scrolling down, they will start checking certain things. And even like the first image that you will choose in your advert, for example, is essential. There are many pictures. Usually, I'm very demanding. I know what I'm looking for. So when I seek holiday homes, there are certain things, and I scan very quickly. No, that's a bad picture. That's another bad picture. I don't like this. I don't like that. So you must keep this in mind. Who's seeking a home it's going to give you only a few seconds, because there are so many homes. They're listing over altogether almost 400,000 homes. Of course, not in the area, all in the area that you're looking for. But so you'll have to concentrate on certain things that can really make the difference. And in order to do that, you must not only provide them with an exceptional home when they get to your place, but you must do a lot of work before. And getting media coverage means that there are, in our view, two ways to get such media coverage. One is the classic approach that covers the classic media. And I mean by that magazines, newspapers, TV channels, and also websites. How do you get such coverage? I tell you how I did it. Very easily. You go to a bookstore, go to a library, or go to a newsstand. Take a look at all the magazines related to travel, holiday, or interior design as well. Open them up. Look for the page where they have all the addresses. There's a page that tells you about who is the general manager, who is whoever, and usually there's also an email address. So write that down for every magazine. Try to think which magazine could be suitable for your home. So, because you have to put yourself into their pants. And always remember that you must be... Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. I'm like Petra in the beginning. This is my fourth language, so I'm just saying. Yeah, it's Italian. We would say in Italian. You put it in someone else's pants.
Shoes pants, it doesn't matter.
And so anyway, just think about how you can attract them, and you must build content that is suitable for them to publish. So you write down a list, you write down all the emails, you go back home and prepare a nice template. And by that I mean you can put like a nice picture of your home on top. If you've created a logo, like David was saying, you put your logo. We do have for our home, Casa Teulada, we do have a logo, and the slogan that gives you the idea, and it's called A Place for the Senses. So you already have in mind what you're going to expect. Casa Teulada is a place for the senses. Then you build a nice content, like a presentation of your home. You tailor it to whoever you're going to write, and then you finish with some snapshots, for example, at the bottom of the letter of the presentation, and you just click send and wait for a reply. If you want to go a step farther, you can even burn a nice CD-ROM or a DVD with high-resolution pictures and print that email on a nice piece of paper sheet and mail them via regular mail. If you've done things well, and if your content and your copy is written well, you can expect, I would say, about 10% rate of positive replies. I mean positive replies, that means that you're going to get media coverage. And when I mean that, most of the time this coverage is free. That means you don't pay anything for that. And that's unparalleled value for your home, because you're going to bring your home in the magazines. We were featured, thanks to HomeAway Holiday Rentals, on the Travel Channel UK in July. So that means that for 1 month, our home ran on the Travel Channel every day, 10 times a day, for 30 seconds, free, on the Travel Channel UK for 1 month. And that's an incredible exposure. So this is the first approach to the classic media coverage. The second approach is the new social media that, again, David was introducing before. So think about Facebook, Twitter, think about blogging as well as ways to create a community around your home. Because what is important is word of mouth. You have to generate traffic to your site, because again, you should be able, together with your advert on HomeAway Holiday Rentals, HomeAway Holiday Rentals is a window. Once a guest is coming to you, they would expect to find more information. So you should provide them also with a website. And in this website, you must stock it up, fill it up with all the best information that you can provide them. If you do that, so once again, if the content is good, then you will build a community that will get back to you over and over again. And once they're home, you treat them well. The home is really like it is in the pictures, or oftentimes it exceeds expectation. It exceeds what the pictures portray. This is what many guests tell us. They say like, oh, those pictures are beautiful. But when you get to the place is even more beautiful than it is in the picture. So that's what really makes the property successful and stand out from the crowd.
Fantastic, thank you very much. And I'm sure W.H. Smith's around the corner will be appreciating you all buying travel magazines after the event. And what are your top tips for helping other owners achieve your success?
I would just say that you must be passionate about your home. That's what makes the difference. You love your home. You must be really passionate about what you're doing, and it shows. It shows not only in the home, but it also shows in the level of communication that you establish with your guests from the very first moment. Be fast, like she said in replies. We also reply, my wife gets crazy because she sees me waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning with my mobile there, like, oh, there's an inquiry. And I reply, like, because someone is sending me an inquiry from the US, that it's 6 hours behind. But I respond to them 24 hours a day, and sometimes people ask me, can I ask you, how are you able to respond within like 2 minutes every time? And then I say, okay, I have some certain magic that I'm not going to explain, which is not true. I just get this beautiful system of SMS text messages that arrive to the mobile, and I'm very fast at responding. So this makes really a difference in converting high or low. And you must be honest. You must never fool anyone around. Remember that if you fool someone around, if you're not true, people will realize that. And this will not only be a lost customer, it will be someone that will speak bad about you. And the damage that comes from that is a lot more than the benefit that comes from 100 positive reviews. So that is another thing that you must really take into account. And the last thing is, once again, keep customer care as your primary goal. Even sacrificing revenue sometimes, something we did to keep a customer. This is up to you. You have to choose what to do, and maybe you can ask me later on, what do I mean by saying that, because now we don't have time.
So I think that was absolutely fantastic. I think the three key things are be passionate, be quick on the inquiries, and buy big cuts. Please join me in thanking our three